Pastor Ken here. I'm actually not home right now. I'm actually visiting a friend. So this is my friend Harry. You probably remember from the first ballpark grip, right?
Yep, we were there.
Yeah, that was fun. So we're at your house. You're going to show us some of the cards that you got and a mail day and...
Well, let's open up the packs that we were going to open up first.
Okay.
Do an older break.
Yeah, he got some 1989 Topps baseball cards. So, you want to open one and I open one?
You open the first one.
Okay, which one do you want?
I'll take that one.
Okay. We're not eating the gum, though.
Why not?
I'm not eating gum.
I got false teeth.
So, but look at that gum. We put the pack down there.
Is it? Oh, man.
Oh, actually, it looks like it's still in pretty good shape. So...
It can't be any harder than it was back in '89.
No. So what do we got here? Let's do a quick flip here. We have Willie Frazier on the Angels. We have Dave Clark on the Indians. I know it's not politically correct to say that nowadays, but I always go by if it says Indians, you say it.
There'll always be the Indians tonight.
Yeah. Well, we got. I consider the Guardians a new team. I don't consider the continuation of the Indians logo. So that's when if you see my boxes, I have a Cleveland Indians section and a Cleveland Guardians section.
Okay, that works for me.
Yeah, we have Tim Lauder on the Twins. We have Mike Gallego on the Athletics. When they were actually good.
Yeah. When
they were not trying to tank it. We got leaguers of the Chicago White Sox.
Who are tanking it.
Yeah, they're trying to get a new stadium.
Yeah, well, they're now officially worse than the Mets were in '62.
Yeah. We got Mark Lemecki on the Braves. We got Steve Lyons on the White Sox. We have a company store card with the one sweatshirt. I don't think we can get that anymore.
And we'll have to try.
We got Andrew Galeria on the Expos, who are now the Nationals, as you know. They moved to Washington and became the Nationals. Yep. There's actually talk about them becoming a new expansion team.
Really?
Yeah. They're one
the
of
Expos?
Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
If they continue hopefully they bring the Expo name back if they do.
That would be awesome.
We got Garrett Ward on the Yankees. We got Jerry Don Galletti on the Royals. We got Terry Kennedy on the Orioles. We got Tom Foley on the Expos. Oh, here we go. Dave Magadan.
Nice.
On the Mets. He's going to be signing that here in New Jersey at the Woodbridge Brewery.
Woodbridge Brewery. October 12th and 13th.
Yeah, they're having most of the 86 Mets.
They have a ton of 86 Mets. I think they have 16 or 15.
I believe like that, yeah. Including Darryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden.
And Keith Hernandez, who never signs.
Yeah. We got Lloyd Mosby on the Blue Jays. And we got Tony Gwynn. I guess that's the best card of the pack.
That makes that one pack worthwhile.
On the Padres. He has a little bit of gum stain on the back, but I guess that's the best one of that pack.
Okay, well, let me start. Again, we're doing same one that he just did.
Mm-hmm.
I should put my glasses on. Be nice to see.
Yeah?
Well, when did you get here?
Oh, you left the door open. I just walked right through. That's the problem with leaving doors open.
I left the door open for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, we got gum all over this one, so we'll start with that one. Carmelo Martinez from the Padres.
Okay.
Franklin Stubbs from the Dodgers. We have Danny Jackson from the Cincinnati Reds. Kevin Patterson, or Ken Patterson, from the tanking White Sox.
Not at that time.
No, not at that time. They were good then. Terry Blocker from the team that we really hate, the Atlanta Braves.
I prefer them over the Yankees.
Yeah.
But we're in battle for the Mets are in a battle for the
Third
wild card against
card
them.
spot.
Yeah.
But we do have Braves leaders. Mike Fitzgerald from the hope to be soon Montreal team. Ooh, a prospect baseball card promo that we can't get.
Yeah.
Now we go to Scott Fletcher from the Rangers. Dickie Thon from the Padres. Nelson Liriano from the Blue Jays. Looks like your pack was better than mine.
Well, you still have a few cards there.
Craig Lefferts from the Giants.
Oh.
Okay, I think we just passed you.
Yeah, I have to say so.
Cal Ripken Jr. from
O-
the what team was he on?
Orioles.
Was he on the Orioles?
Yeah.
Would have never known. Mike Scioscia, Dodgers. Alex Trevino, former Met, but when he was on Houston. Last but not least, of course I just dropped
That's all right. If
the
not-
only Met I would have had, is Bob Rogers from the hopefully, again, soon Montreal baseball team, whatever they're going to be.
So I would say Cal Ripken Jr. is the best out of that pack. Versus Tony Gwynn. I think you do have it.
I think it would be more of a toss-up.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The people who are watching can determine. So put in the comments below. Did Harry get a better pack with the Ripken, or did I get a better pack with the Gwynn? So let us know in the comments below.
Now, I have a special treat. I'm doing an older set, and this is a mail break.
Let's make sure we don't show your address.
Oh, that's a good idea. That literally just came in of some of the cards. I may have to, maybe a little difficult to open. Bear with me 1 second.
Take your time.
There we go. Maybe we didn't go.
It looks like they packed it safely.
Yeah, well, people really care about their baseball cards when they pack it this well.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm gonna let you do the honors.
Okay.
If I can get it open. Now, these are the 1968 Fleer World Series cards with the blue back.
Okay.
There you go, sir.
Well, let's see what we got in here. What you get. Just pack them in a nice little team bag here for you. We have the 1905 Giants versus the A's. As you can see, they're like little cartoons. I like them.
Yeah, I really like this set.
Right. Well, look at this one. Giants versus the Sox has an angel and a goat on it from 1917 World Series. We have a 1919 Sox versus the Reds. We have a 1920 Indians versus Dodgers. There's another 1920 Indians versus Dodgers. We have a 1921 Giants versus the Yanks, one of the Subway Series time. We have Giants versus Senators, which is another. Senators are a defunct team. I think they became the Minnesota Twins, if my memory serves me correctly.
Yes, they did.
So we have a 1924 Giants versus Senators again. We got a 1926 Yankees versus Cardinals. We got a 1927 Pirates versus the Yankees. That's when the Yankees really developed their players and they didn't buy them.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what you had to do back then.
Yeah.
That's why I would never make the team.
Yeah, neither would have I. We have a 1934 Cardinals versus Tigers. We have a 1935 Tigers versus Cubs. We have a 1937 Giants versus the Yankees with a Hubel screwball. Gains a loss. Gains a lone Giants win. So the Yankees defeated the Giants
Yeah.
4-1. We have a Yankees versus Cubs 1938 World Series with Lou Gehrig. That was his last World Series.
I did not know that.
That's what the card says. We have...
And you didn't know it either.
No, I didn't. Hey, sometimes it's just reading the card will help you seem like you know something. We got a 1944 Cardinals versus Browns.
See, I would have even admitted that I read the card with you sitting here.
We got 1940 Tigers versus Reds. So
That's the first pack.
that's the first pack.
We've got a lot more coming, folks.
Yeah, and he has some nice.
I'm gonna
Okay.
put them into the collection a little later.
Okay, so you don't want me to put them back in the
No,
bag.
we don't need it.
Got it. So let's open this one now.
Now these are more blue backs, and that's important
Okay, why is it important?
because the next set we're gonna look at is a black back.
Okay, so even back in 1968, they were doing alternate variants, or maybe it's just the printing press. Using different printing presses.
Well, the next ones are gonna be 1970s.
Oh, okay. This is 1945 Cubs versus Tigers. We have a 1947 Dodgers versus the Yankees. I think the Dodgers were still in 47. That was a Subway Series. We have Indians versus Braves.
Indians. We had a team named the Indians.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they kind of was forced to change their name to a name after a bridge. Yes.
I didn't know it was named after a bridge.
Yes.
So there's an Indian bridge in Cleveland?
No. The Guardian Bridge.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. They could have chosen with anything else. It's like when Washington, the football team,
Yeah.
changed its name to the Commanders. I think it's stupid. We got Yankees versus Dodgers, the 1949 series. Another 1949 series of the Yankees versus the Dodgers. We have the 1952 Yankees versus Dodgers. It was, for like a long span, it was a New York versus New York team.
And a New York team won.
Yeah. 1956 Yankees versus Dodgers. We have a 1958 Yankees versus the Braves. Was they still in Milwaukee? When did they move to Atlanta? So I know the Braves had a history of moving from Boston
To Milwaukee.
to Milwaukee to Atlanta.
And Hank Aaron played on all three.
Yes. We have a 1959 Dodgers versus the White Sox.
They may have been still in Milwaukee.
They might have been,
Yeah, I think they were.
We have a 1960 Yankees versus Pirates. We have a 1961 Yankees versus Reds. We have a 1963 Dodgers versus the Yankees. And it looks like the Yankees got swept in that game. But this was the Los Angeles Dodgers at this time.
Yep, they just moved there.
Yeah. And they swept the Yankees. We have a 1964 Yankees versus the Cardinals. And a 1964 Yankees versus Cardinals. And you can see they have a little story on the back, which I know it's a little tough to see from this distance, but I had to get both of us in here, so we'll put those right on top of the other ones.
Fantastic. And I'm going to let you work with this one since they're in sheets.
Okay.
This is the 1970 set, or port partial, with the black background,
Yeah.
as you can see. And you may notice a few holes in some of them. Why they punched holes in them, I don't know. But they're cool cards. There you go, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably the person who owned them poked the holes in for some reason.
Probably.
Maybe they were hanging in from a string or something. So, as you can see here, we have a 1958 Yankees versus Braves on the top corner here. We have a 1961 Yankees versus Reds in the center. We have a Yankees versus Cardinals in 1964 on the top right corner. We have a Twins versus Dodgers in 1965. 1962 was the first NL Series slam. The Giants versus the Yankees. And then we have 1959 Dodgers versus the White Sox right there. To the bottom row, we have 1966 Orioles versus the Dodgers. 63 was Yankees versus the Dodgers. In 1960 was the Yankees versus Padres with 12 RBI hits. But they still lost.
Wow.
Yeah, it was RBIs. Yanks have big series but loses. So, and on the back.
On the back is the best one. Right under your thumb.
Yeah, I see that. We'll get to that in a moment. We have the Orioles versus the Reds in 1970.
Best one.
Yeah, we'll get to there. We have 1967 Cardinals versus Braves. And we have a 1957 Yankees versus Braves. And 1968 Cardinals versus Tigers. And of course, the Miracle Mets from 1969. They played the Orioles. So, I don't remember that. I wasn't alive yet.
The only loss they had was to Mike Cuellar.
Okay.
And I happen to have met Mike and asked him for an autograph on the World Series championship, and he refused.
Okay.
He said that if I had the newspaper from the first game, which is the only one that Baltimore won that he pitched, he would sign it, and he did.
Good.
But he would not sign the championship one.
That you kind of don't blame him for that. The first World Series the Mets won I remember is '86, because I was alive then.
And those are the guys that are going to be
Yes.
at the Woodbridge Brewery.
And I wish I had the money to get all of them.
Yeah, so do I. I'm nickel and diming it for the ones that I really need to get.
Yeah. Well, I might have to give you some money and to buy some tickets and give it to you, because I'm going to be that's a Saturday and a Sunday.
Yeah.
I might be able to go on a Saturday, but the Sunday, as you know, I work. We have Tigers versus Cubs of the 1945 World Series on the top corner here. We have 1942 Cardinals versus Yankees. And to finish off that row, we have a 1939 Reds versus the Yankees. Then in the center row, we have 1946 Cardinals versus Red Sox. And we have a 1943 Yankees versus Cardinals in the middle. And 1940 Tigers versus Reds finish off that row. And on the bottom we have the Indians versus the Braves, 1948. You gotta love when two Indian teams play each other.
Yeah.
We have Cardinals versus Browns in 1944. And to finish off that row, 1941, the Dodgers versus the Yankees. And on the back, we have where Snyder's second 4-homer series in 1955, Dodgers versus Yankees. We have 1952, Yankees versus Dodgers. 1949, Yankees versus Dodgers.
Again, another theme coming.
Yeah, Dodgers versus Yankees in 1956. I think they put these all together. We have 1953, Yankees versus Dodgers, where each hit a total Yankees hit 9 home runs, and the Dodgers hit 8 home runs. Then we have Yankees versus Phillies from 1950.
How great was it to be a New York fan back then?
Yeah.
Unless you were a Giant fan, you weren't anything.
No. I probably back then I wouldn't be a Yankee fan anyway. I'll be a Dodgers fan. We have Yankees versus Braves in 1957. We have Giants versus Indians in 1954. And Giants versus Yankees in 1951. Did I ever tell you this story about the time I won a meet and greet at Yankee Stadium?
No.
So, back in 2017, through Topps Baseball Card Company, they had to post a picture of a certain card on their social media, and they picked my name to win.
Nice.
So, it was supposed to be meeting Didi Gregorius. Not the best Yankee, not the best ball player.
Not
either.
bad.
But not bad. So, Topps brought us up. They brought us down onto the field. I got to be on the new Yankee Stadium field. I did get a couple different autographs. I got Joey Gallo's autograph on a ball.
Who?
Joey Gallo. He was
The
on
artist
No,
from the.
the Joey Gallo, the Ranger,
Oh, okay.
and then he played for the Yankees. I forget what team he finished his career off with, but he did play for the Yankees for a little bit. I also got from the Rangers of that year Shin Shan Shu, a pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I got a Yankee backup catcher. I can't remember his name. But when we were down on this thing, Didi Gregorius would not come over to us. And this is one of the reasons I don't like the Yankees. The Yankee rep goes to me, "Sorry, nothing I can do about it," and walked away. So,
Nice public relations.
yeah, there's all these old timers running around that
Yeah.
stadium. They could have brought one to our seats or had us go up and meet them. But they just walked away, say, "Sorry, nothing we could do about it." Now, Topps Baseball Card Company did make right. That same year they had, I don't know if you have opened any of the modern packs lately.
I haven't opened up packs in a long, long time. That's the first
Okay.
pack I've opened probably in 10 years.
Okay. So, in the newer boxes,
Yeah.
like when you get the hobby box or the jumbo boxes, they put a special promo pack in there. Okay, it's called a silver pack.
Yeah.
Depending on what size box, you get 1 or 2 packs. And so what Topps did was they sent me the autographed Darryl Strawberry card and almost every variant of the regular card
Nice.
in that set. Plus, they also sent me a box of Topps archives. So, they made up for it. Topps made up for it.
Very
So-
nice.
So, but that's one reason why I don't like the Yankees.
Well,
Mine is a little personal. There's other reasons too,
Yeah.
but that's the main reason.
since we're doing baseball stories, did I ever tell you about a friend of mine who was the Mets photographer invited me to be on the field for a photo shoot?
No.
Johan Santana Day.
Okay.
He got me to be able to come down, take some pictures, and have some fun meeting whoever I could meet. But I was not allowed to get off of the warning track.
Yeah.
So I couldn't go on to the field and talk to anybody. But I had anyone who came onto the warning track was fair game. So while I was sitting there taking pictures and moving around, the only person that was there to talk to was some guy named Tom Seaver.
Ah.
So I spent about 45 minutes with Tom Seaver BSing about the 69 Mets and how
Yeah.
great they were. And he said to me he didn't think that the 69 Mets would have been anywhere as good. And he said, and I would not have been as good without Jerry Koosman.
Yeah.
He said Jerry would come in, close the door if there was a losing streak, and we would just go on. So I wasn't able to talk to anybody really important that day. Just the greatest pitcher in Mets history.
Yeah. He was the first player to ever be elected anonymously, or
Unanimously.
that word, into the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
So,
Tom terrific.
yeah.
Well, you still got more to go through.
Well, we do, yeah.
We did the best one, so.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, you're killing it.
Knocked over some of your cards.
Babe Ruth.
Yeah, no.
No, Babe's on the other one.
This is
Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig. So this is a bonus card that I knocked over, and here's the Babe Ruth from the Topps 2012 Museum Collection. So we have Giants versus Yankees in 1936. We have the Giants versus Senators in 1933, and in 1930, A's versus Cardinals on the top row. We followed by Yankees versus Giants in 1933.
Wow, the Giants did get in there against the
37,
Yankees.
I mean. Yes, they did. We have Cardinals versus the Tigers, 1934, and that's 11-0 with a 7-run inning. Wow. And it looks like it was the Cardinals that had it. We have Cardinals versus A's in 1931 to finish off that row. This bottom row, we have an upside down card of Cubs versus Yankees in 1938. We have a 1935 Tigers versus Cubs in the center. In 1932, Cubs versus the Yankees. It looks like
that was Babe Ruth's last World Series. See,
Yep.
It says that right down there.
Yeah,
That's how I knew that.
last of the 10 Babes 10 series. So let's flip it over. And we have more here. We have the Yankees versus Pirates from 1927. We have the Yankees versus, or the Senators versus the Giants in 1924. We have
Didn't the Senators become the Montreal Expos?
no. I think the Senators became. I don't know what the Senators became. No, Montreal Expos were an expansion team.
That's right, yeah.
So they came in shortly after the Mets did. I can't remember exactly what year.
First in war, first in peace, last in the American League.
Yes, 1921 Yankees versus Giants to finish off the top row. Then we have a 1928 Yankees versus Cardinals with 4 home runs in 4 games for number 4. That's Lou Gehrig, by the way. And yes, I'm reading the card. We have 1925, the Pirates versus the Senators. We have 1922, Giants versus the Yankees.
Wow, no Dodgers? They don't seem to be in these lately.
No.
It seems to be the Giants.
Yeah. We have A's versus the Cubs in 1929, a non-New York World Series of that year. We have a 1926.
The oddity.
Yeah, 1926 Yankees versus Cardinals. And to finish off this page, we have a Giants versus Yankees from 1923. So,
Last page.
last page. Okay, we start off with the 1903 Red Sox versus the Pirates. 1906 Sox versus the Cubs. Is it 1903 when the New York Highlanders moved from Baltimore?
Actually, they moved in 1902 was the last year of the Baltimore Orioles as they were original. Then you're right. They became the New York Highlanders.
And then they ended up becoming the New York Yankees. So a lot of Yankee fans don't know that.
Yeah, they don't like to. They say they were the original Highlanders,
No,
but they were the Baltimore Orioles.
well, technically they were the original Highlanders.
Yes.
But then they were a team before that. We have
The only real team in New York is the Mets.
Yes. We have 1909 Pirates versus Tigers. We have 1910 Cubs versus the A's. We have 1907 Tigers versus the Cubs. And 1904, there was no series. So, does it say why? Okay, because the Giants refused to play the Red Sox.
I believe they had a black player.
Well, let's. Mind if I take the card out of the pack? Okay.
It's going to come out of there later.
All right. Be very gentle with it. Let's read what the back says. Oh. See, there's the back. I'm going to read it. There was no World Series in 1904 because John T. Bush, owner of the Giants, and John McGraw, their manager, refused to play the upstart American League. It has been up to backing of his owner when Bush was totally against the American League, which he considered a bunch of contract jumpers, malcontents, agitators, and semi-pros.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
He was particularly upset because the AL team had entered his territory, the New York. They were the Highlanders, later to become the Yankees. So there we were just talking about that.
You know, it's funny. The Yankees had something to do with this, too.
Yeah. But Bush called them the Invaders. I think that would be a better name than the Yankees. The Invaders.
Yeah, that would be the New York Invaders, yeah.
Yeah, that would be an awesome name for a team.
Yeah.
That'd be better than the Guardians.
Commanders,
yeah. Some of these.
Well, that would fit in Washington.
Yeah. And they almost won the pennant, losing to Boston on the last day due to a wild pitch. Okay, so they almost had the first Subway Series, per se, in 1904. But they probably wouldn't have played them anyway. But the Giants ignored the challenge of the AL, and the fans could have no World Series. That is very interesting.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yes.
I do know that there was a series of championships where Ty Cobb wouldn't play because prior to Jackie Robinson, there were Negroes playing or blacks playing, whatever the proper terminology is now, and they refused to play the team.
Yeah. Well, they actually had a woman pitch against Babe Ruth, and Babe Ruth struck out.
She struck out Ruth, Gehrig, and DiMaggio?
I believe so.
On 9 pitches?
And that's why they decided not to have... But you know what 9 straight strikeouts, 9 straight strike pitches are called in a baseball game?
What?
An immaculate inning. So
nice.
It's one of the rarest feat of all times in baseball. We have 1911, Giants versus A's. We have 1908, Cubs versus Tigers. And 1905, Giants versus the A's to finish off that row. And then let's turn to the back real quick as the card is slipping out a little bit. We have on the top here, 1918, Cubs versus the Red Sox. We have Red Sox versus Phillies in 1915. We have Giants versus Red Sox in the 1912. It looks like the 1910s were the year of the Red Sox.
Yeah.
1919 was Reds versus the Red Sox. Oh no, that's White Sox.
That is the Black Sox series.
Okay.
No. That's the Black Sox series where the players
fixed the game.
Fixed the games.
And poor
supposedly.
Poor shoeless Joe Jackson was caught up in it, and he was totally innocent.
Yep.
So 1916 was the Red Sox versus Dodgers. 1913 was Giants versus the A's with the 4th series shutout.
And I believe they were Philadelphia at that time.
They might have been, yeah.
Philadelphia Athletics.
Yeah, the Athletics moved around a couple times.
Yeah. They were Kansas City, then they were Philadelphia.
Now soon they're going to be Sacramento.
Yeah.
Before they become Las Vegas. We have 1920 Indians versus Dodgers, which is a little miscut there, but that's okay. We have 1917 Giants versus the Chicago White Sox. And to close off this, we have the Braves versus the A's in 1914 with a .545 batting average of Goody. So that is an awesome set you got.
I need a lot more cards that go to it.
Okay.
But it's a work in progress. We can continue this another day.
Yeah, we will.
So,
but You showed me an interesting card when I walked in that you found in a pile of cards you bought from an auction.
Okay.
Do you mind if I show it?
Not at all.
Okay. So, Harry bought a box of a bunch of cards at auction a couple of years ago.
About 10, 15 years ago.
And he is going through it. And he found 2 Barry Bonds Upper Deck Collector's Choice from 1996. And this is what it looks like. But he found one with a silver autograph on it. So that was a great find.
That was nice to find. I mean, I found a lot of strange things that I had never seen before. But that card was a nice little...
That was like the icing on the cake.
I was just going to say, cherry on top of the
Yeah.
sundae, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
But, well, that's all I got for today, unless you want to
No.
dig through the pile.
Oh, I could be here all day. Some of his stuff he has, I'm envious of. So, he has a pile of cards right here, and this...
That's an Upper Deck authenticated memorabilia. Ken Griffey Jr., 202 of 1996.
I see that.
Gold card.
Yeah. Take a look at
That
this.
was in one of those boxes I bought.
See, you can see the shininess of it. So it might come up a little hard. I might take a picture of this and post it on the comments if it's okay with Harry on that. But he has some nice different things. He also has a nice Simpson set, which we'll show another time.
That sounds good.
We got to keep him wanting for more.
Of course we do.
So,
And if that is the case, then I'm all done.
okay, I have nothing.
I would like just to say, if you are a Mets fan and you want to get some great autographs,
yeah,
these people are wonderful. They treat me like a king because I'm handicapped
yeah,
or disabled right now.
yeah.
Look up the Woodridge Brewery in Woodridge, New Jersey.
Yes.
Check out who they have coming up.
Yeah. They have awesome autographs there. I remember we went with you once to see Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco,
That
yes.
was a wonderful time.
Thank you.
So
It was great to have you with me.
yeah,
He was very nice.
yeah,
I've met, John Franco there.
okay,
There's been so many of them that Darryl Strawberry I saw,
yeah,
who will be there in October.
yeah,
Big Sexy I bet there.
okay.
You can look him up. But they're a great organization. And I'm
Work
glad
out.
you didn't mind me just giving them a little plug.
No problem.
And just they're wonderful people there. Great food.
Yeah, maybe if they see this, they might send me a ticket to an autograph session.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to let them know about it because I'm
Not
in
that
the
I'm looking for
process of.
anything.
What? I'm sorry. What?
Not that I'm looking for anything.
I would hope they would do something for you.
Yeah,
Because you let me give them a plug, and maybe we can get a few extra
yeah,
autograph hounds there.
Yeah.
They do hockey. They do Yankees.
they do.
Which
Matt.
why anyone would want a Yankee.
Football.
Football.
Well, there's one Yankee that I know everybody should get. The first relief pitcher to ever win the Cy Young Award winning.
Good old Sparky.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is fantastic. Good friend of both of ours.
Yeah.
Known him now 25 years.
No, about 10 purse.
Yeah.
You know more, huh?
Got the opportunity to work with him with the Somerset Patriots here.
Yeah.
The local baseball team, now Double-A to the
Affiliate.
Yankees.
Yes, we didn't like that.
But Sparky's still there. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
he's the manager emeritus of them.
And Sparky just had a birthday recently.
Yes, he did.
80 years old.
Yeah.
And the man looks fantastic.
Yeah, he slowed down a little bit since I've known him, but that's what happens when you get old.
Oh, yeah.
I slowed down too.
I've slowed down a lot.
So,
So,
all right, my friend, thank you for showing me your collection.
thank you for
Some of the things.
allowing me to be a part of your podcast
Hey.
this week.
I'm happy.
And this was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And I do have more cards coming in
and
for these sets.
yeah,
And maybe we can show in the book later how they look. And
yeah. Well, I'll be happy to do that.
this is a cool set.
Yeah.
So
So,
thank you again
Yeah.
for coming into my home and allowing me to do this with you.
hey, thank you for inviting me in. So,
I invited you?
yeah, you did.
I forgot. Yeah.
I just don't walk through doors. I respect the.
No, I know you do.
So,
I know. We set this all up a
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago.
So, and I'm happy to do it. If you're in the New Jersey area, I'll be happy to come and see your collection and do a video with you. So, I have to plug my channel a little bit there. So, just send me a message. My email's in my description, my bio, so you can send me an email. I'll be happy to meet up with you and talk with you, just like me and Harry does. But until next time, we should say goodbye. And you know what I always say when we say goodbye?
What do you say when you say goodbye?
Don't forget to be awesome.
Don't forget to be awesome.
So good luck with your rips, and remember, don't forget to be awesome.